Red Dead Redemption got announced for the Switch and the PS4.
Woo!
It's not a remake. I'm sorry, everybody. It's not a remaster. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, it's just a port, right?
It is, yeah, it'll be like an upscale port. So it will have a higher resolution than the original release. But it's just Red Dead Redemption on the Switch and the PS4. So it will look better, but I'm sure they've done a little bit of texture work in there here and there, but it's not a remaster or a remake. Certainly not a remaster. 1 bazillion, but not a remake. Let's say that. Comes out August 17th, will be physical and digital, but if you want the physical, you'll have to wait until October 13th. So Rockstar brings another game to the Switch and the PS4, and the internet lost its mind because we found out the game is priced at $50. Now, Red Dead Redemption on Switch and PS4 does include...
Is the game fun?
Do would say yes. I would say...
What's wrong with you?
I don't know what I would say. It's not a bad game. I'll say that.
It wasn't for you. I remember you not really
me,
liking
yeah.
it. Wasn't your cappuccino.
That's right. But this version of the game also does include the Undead Nightmare DLC expansion. So I don't know what that cost
I liked
at the
that.
time.
That was cool.
But yes, the internet has been very unhappy about this because they don't think it should be priced at $50. They think it should be priced at, I don't know, dollars.
Well, it's the game's what, like 13 years old at this point?
I don't know the exact number, but that sounds good enough to me.
That doesn't mean anything to this guy here.
I was going to say, I'm not getting into any of it. You guys are free to talk about it. But Take-Two CEO was asked about why it was $50. Oh, no, this is something else. Do I not have that as a top story? Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh, I meant to mention, I know last week there were some audio issues with my microphone. I don't know what was causing it. I think it was interference from my sister's plug on the table. I redid the wires for my microphone, and I tested for a few times for 5 minutes each, and I didn't hear the issues.
Toast.
So if it's there, I apologize. If it's not, hooray. Hooray. So I want to get you the comment from Take-Two Take-Two CEO, because he commented on this pricing
He said,
issue.
"Give me the money. We're never making a new game ever."
He says, this is Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick. He was asked, why is it $50? And he says that is, quote, a commercially accurate price, end quote, for the game. He says, he's asked, is it $50 because the Undead Nightmare DLC is in there? And he says, quote, that was a great standalone game in its own right when it was originally released. So we feel like it's a great bundle for the first time and certainly a great value for consumers. Well, Kirby, is it a great value for consumers, or do you disagree?
$50, man. I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer.
Yeah, I don't want to be one of those jerks. You know, it's just I wish it were less expensive, but I mean, who's going to say I wish games were more expensive? So is it worth it? I had fun with the game. I remember playing it for hours and hours. The Undead Nightmare campaign's great too. Having it on your Switch handheld, that's totally cool. But like, if I hadn't played the game, maybe if it was brand new to me, but to buy something, or to be like enticed to buy something that I already own, that that I can play easily, that I can get on like modern day systems for cheaper. I don't know. I think it's a little expensive, but that's just me. I know there are some schools of thought that think, a good game is a good game forever, and the worth is, whatever it's worth. But if you're saying that, then what's the Super Nintendo Classic have? Like 20 games on there? Like that thing was like $150. Shouldn't it be like $1,000? Because there's 20 games.
I could be wrong though.
Okay,
I might be wrong.
You might be right, because I bought it aftermarket. So, but regardless, like if you're looking at it that way, it's like, well, then we should be charging $50 for every single one of those games in there, and that little system should be $1,000. That's silly, like it doesn't seem like it's worth that.
Well, yeah, I mean, there are other factors and stuff like that. It's emulated. You're not getting any physical, like all those games used to be physical. Obviously, all of them were physical, and that was it. Now they're digital. so there's things to mitigate in there. Some pricing, obviously, like also. There's a few games in that collection that aren't as highly regarded as other games that are on there. Like it's a great selection of games in general.
It was a weird example to use, but
William George says more than likely they'll skip it until it's $30. Is there? Would you buy it again? Or let's put it this way: what would the price have to be for you to buy it again as it is? We're not talking remake or remaster, just as it is now.
I don't know if I'd go back. Like, I don't know. I would say for me, I'd buy it at $20, but like I wouldn't. I'd only be buying it to have it. I don't think I'd be even wanting to play it. Red Dead 2 just does so many things for me better, and you can make clothes and little things like that. But like, so I don't know if I want to go back and play that. Plus, the Red Dead story, I know it really well. It's kind of like played out for me. So I'm the wrong audience for this game, I think. But
Ice Stillberg confirms 2010. So that was 13 years ago. Steel Diver says, I don't see the problem with $50. If you want it cheap, you can buy it used for the PS3 or 360. Again, yes, you can certainly do that. Let's see what commenters say on the article. Human Fart says, giddy up. This is exciting news. The song that plays the first time you enter Mexico is one of my favorite gaming moments. I don't remember it.
That part was cool.
I remember, there was like a song playing that sounded like kind of like modern compared to the rest of the music.
Because it actually had lyrics, and
that's why.
It was like one of the first times I remember playing a game where because it was all just like regular game music up until that point, and then it was like a story beat, and this song comes on with lyrics, and I was like, wow, this is interesting.
You remember we used to call it the Mexican Island? Because it was kind of like
I do remember you guys calling it that.
Yeah, like in GTA, you go to different islands.
Oh, that's right.
So Mexico was kind of its own island. In the
I remember the music in Snake Eater when you climb up the ladder and that the lady singing that song. Like that really hit me because I was like, "This is awesome. This is a great song. This is also so Kojima, where you climb up a 4-minute ladder."
Yeah,
great stuff. So there you go. It's $50. Here's a radical idea. If you want it, and you're okay with it being $50, buy it. If you don't want to spend $50, don't buy it. There you go. That's all I got for you. Vote with your wallet, as they say, or purse, or crumbled up pocket money, whatever.